Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know, a bung issue. Welcome in. Grand rising, grand rising. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I had an ink pen around here somewhere, but the way my morning's going, I don't know where it's at right at this moment. So I have to remember to add that to my calendar. Whoo, how is everybody? How was everybody's weekend? OMG, I don't know where to put anything. Tiffany, Phoenix, Brother Thomas, Janet, Rossi. Rossi, be safe, safe, safe. It's crazy down there. Crazy. Ooh, I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm so glad to see y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I didn't feel like doing the curls this morning, y'all. I slept in my bonnet. I promise I did. I promise I did. I don't know. I, I went to sleep one way and woke up in another way, so to speak. Um, I had tools around my neck and shit. I have no idea if I got up in the middle of the night and put them on me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then this morning, the energy was pretty intense, and I can handle intense energy, but apparently they were trying to help me get ready for meta messages maybe, and there was decks spilt all over the floor. Anyway, what one deck? It was just like, really? Okay. It's crazy. Grand Rising, Mr. Floyd. Grand Rising. Mm. So, whew, gotta get it going, guys. So, so I'm kind of obsessed with this strawberry quartz and this Apache tier. I'm obsessed with it. It's like I have paired it. And y'all know I work with them a lot, but I understand like certain ones certain ways. I don't know if it's because they're my birthstones or if I'm just incredibly drawn to them or whatever. Because seem to have uh, acquired. Um, if I look at like right now, just what is in range, because I told y'all I was going through them and stuff. I think I would have more tumbled than raw, but it seems like I absolutely love the tumbled, obviously, but I don't know. Here lately, I've been going for like the raw and anything bone connected or hmm, maybe even dualed, forged or dualed, two stones together or like pairing them together. It seems to be blocking a lot of the extra energy for me. So I don't know. If you guys got a lot of energy or you bring a lot of energy, you magnet and you find a lot of energy that finds you, maybe try, a more natural form of protection. Just for yourself. I mean, it's all around us. Can't do anything about it, but you can protect yourself. So I've been working, like I said, with a lot of like the natural, like woods and bone here lately. So, and I've been using a lot of my sigils. Um, I create them for protection or for whatever they're needed for. So I like it. I like the power of it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Man behind the curtain. Ooh, and I think I got an unboxing this week too, guys. I think I got an unboxing this week. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Oh, I just like keep like figuring out where I'm gonna put my stickers and stuff. Oh my goodness. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Yes, I did. 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 I came in a unboxing last week. It's just so wonderful. It's so wonderful. It's like the size of like a hazelnut or something. It's like perfect, especially when I want to pair it with anything. I can put them both in my hand. I can still fully close my hand, and I can make the blessing, the prayer, the protection, whatever it is, if I need it amplified. It's really enjoying kind of working with this green turquoise that's got copper on the back of it. So yeah, I don't know how the copper got there, but I guess they rubbed together for a very long time. I don't know, because you can see the copper there, but you can also see the turquoise like through it in places. Anyway, so it kind of likes this green turquoise, or at least I like the vibration sensation that I get from it. So, Rossi. Yeah. Rossi, you are up, love. And I know you're driving, and I just need you to be careful up there or down there in the beautiful Miami, okay? Be careful. But look around for some curious stuff that belongs in a curiosity cabinet and let me know what you see. Okie dokie. So this week, when they were getting ready, obviously there was a lot of energy, and very seldom do they let me bring in decks that I think are fun, right? Usually they're the don't mind my baby hairs either. I guess I did kind of rush and forget to lay them baby hairs down. But anyway, they're just fun, right? Well, fun for me, right? Fun for me is letting my imagination run from a place of fantasia or obviously the never ending story or the labyrinth or Fraggle Rock, or why do you think I am always going phenomenal? Because in my head, it's always going phenomena. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. So it's always going, right? Like constantly. There's noise, 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 noise. So I have to kind of stay above that, right? I have to vibrate above it so that it stays below me and I can tune it out when I need it tuned out, or I can literally join right in and I can get amplified and I can get carried away with it. I can let the inner child that has finally healed all these years later. I've been doing shadow work since I was 18 years old, guys. I am 48. So what's that tell you? Shadow work is ongoing. It is never ending. It is an addiction that we have to break for ourselves. But once we break it in our mind, it doesn't break our heart anymore. You just have to be willing to be there. So this week they let me add a deck that I think is so fun. And it is and of course, the book is somewhere over there. And it's a Colette Baron Reed deck, but it's the one with the is it Wisdom of the Oracle? I'm gonna have to end up getting. I think it's Wisdom of the Oracle, right? But I mean, it's Colette Baron Reed, and I think you can pair any of her decks with any of her decks, and you can get the most powerful, real message, right? And it's not always about the basics. Sometimes it goes way deeper, right? So we're going to start right there. We're going to start with a little bit of fun on this Monday, and we're going to bring it in and letting you know we're starting you off with blessed, right? So, I mean, come on, who does not want to go ride on the little orb balls and float in the stars? Hmm? I know I do. So to know that you're starting off right there, you are entering a place that is already blessed. So it doesn't matter what you seek or what you expect. It's already happening. It's already happening for you, and it's already going to make you a better person. You have grouse coming in to go into this fun place of your imagination and create. Just know that it's going to be blessed. Whatever it is, when you're in that fun place in your imagination, anything that comes out of that, no matter how it looks, trust me, let them guide you. Even if the numbers ain't right, when you start counting them links to make the starting chain or the connecting piece, or you ain't made a ball or a nut, trust them. Just trust them, because there is something so much fun in getting lost in something that comes out of a place that starts with being blessed, right? Trust fully and embrace in the emerging path that you are fully on. And like I said, you have grouse coming in with that. So when you feel your bird for you coming in this week, it's about you knowing right then and there that that is your bird for the week, saying, trust this right now, right here. Get comfortable in this. I don't care how messy it is. I don't care how clean, neat, and tidy it is. And there is a huge gap between them two. So make sure that you know right then and there you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and your spirit bird is there, and it's right there where you know you have entered blessed, right? Doesn't matter. You are going to create something. You are going to help something become as blessed as it actually is. They just need to realize they already live in that place, right? You get to remind them, or you get to create this, right? So as we move into this, we do have the warrior card for your meta message paired with fire, right? And muse. So I actually have to say, I think you're going to witness something, right? I think you are going to be the one to recognize that someone doesn't understand. They already have everything that they need, or they have everything that they desire, right? People put desires and wants in the same place, right? They don't understand that a desire should be tied to a need. There should be a draw, a connection to it, right? No matter what it is. If it is genuinely for you, you feel the inspiration the moment you touch it. So you, the warrior in you, gets to realize that you're already there, but you're only as strong as your weakest link. So go back, look, if it's something that you created and you just can't seem to figure it out, somewhere there is one link that is just a little bit that needs to be tweaked, right? It's not even all the way broken, right? Because you're only going to be the inspiration and that fire that you have within you, right? Because you were at the start of the meta message, and you are the muse at the end of it. Whoops, wrong card. The muse at the end of it. So it's about you reminding someone that this is their time to trust their self. And if it is, again, your project and not a person that you come across this week, make sure that you understand that you just got to find where that one weak link is. And once you go back and recount the, I don't know, the knots or whatever, there's going to be something so simple, and it's going to be easily fixed. And that's what I've got for you. I should just put this away anyway. I don't know why I didn't put it away in the first place. Ooh, I have an emerald right here. And then a Baku spine bone. And then on the back of it is labradorite. Labradorite. Rising Phoenix. What up, Swampy? How you doing, brother? Namaste and Ubuntu to all. Don't knock that down. It was sitting up there perfect, and now you want to mess with it. Okay, all right. You gonna pick it up. If you can knock it down, you can pick it up. You heard me. Mm. Oh. Oh. Okay, Phoenix, do you work with like Green Man or maybe the Green Lady or Pachimama or um Pele or any of and there's so many. Yeah, I'm only kind of naming off right off the top of my head the famous ones because those are the ones that are dancing through right at this moment. But there's so many of them, right? Like anyway, well, if you do, this is the one that's coming through for you, right? So this is a goddess too. This doesn't feel like masculine energy. This feels very very moon energy. So I'm gonna say this feels like a goddess. There's a lot of moon energy going on, right? So I'm gonna start with your meta message because I they need you to know that there is something that they need from you, right? It's in order for you to understand that right now the goddess that's coming through for you, the earth keeper, right? The one that needs to be heard the loudest is the one that you hear in your head like right now, the first one that comes to mind. Even if you can't pronounce it, say it into Google. Let Google see if it can help you try to see if you can find it to find out why they really need you, right? There's something that needs to be gathered, but not just one, many of something, right? Something needs to be gathered, and then you need to be the one to protect it, right? So I don't know if you gather a whole bunch of lotus seeds, or if you go and gather something that you can protect in some water, and because that's kind of like what it's feeling, right? The earth usually is protected by a lot of water, right? It gets a lot of foliage, it gets a lot trees that grow from the beautiful light and the strong roots, but it also has to have water, right? So that's why this dragon horde is coming in, and this is a water element going on, right? Even though it feels like there's air going on, you're the one that is protecting them with the movement of the water, right? So I don't know. I feel like it needs to be able to be submerged, right? So maybe you start collecting something that can grow from water and you get a plethora of it because you can, right? Maybe you find a way to create a small koi pond or something, or maybe there is something that you already have that represents that. Maybe you have a feeder pond because you got cattle or something like that. I don't know, but I feel like there's something a little bit bigger than a little beta bowl involved here, but it does feel like there is something that they need you to gather water wise, right? So you need to understand that because of this, there's going to be also a magpie that comes in for you this week. And when you see the magpie, whatever it is you're around, you're supposed to help it regenerate, right? I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like you're just going to know what it is you have to collect, right? Even if you don't know what it is right now, and it sounds like it's the craziest shit ever, and maybe in 5 minutes, 5 days, maybe even 5 weeks, because his messages don't really have no uh time. What he made that joke about TOD, right? Yeah, the other side of it, right? Right. Well, anyway, long story. It don't matter. They're timeless, I guess is the word I think I could use right here. But anyway, so if you have the ability to understand that when you see the magpie, and then that is in any form or fashion, whether you see the actual bird that is going to work with you this week in your community, or you see it on a billboard, or you hear about it somewhere, or maybe you see it in a picture or something, or maybe you're in a doctor's office and it just happens to be one in a magazine or something like that. I'm going to need you to pay attention to more than just what you're doing right then and there. You're going to need to seriously understand. You need to pay something in that area is about regeneration, and that might be what you collected, right? Whether you did it because you did some homework on things that need some regeneration, you did it because it's what is right, right? It is in spring. We are using a spring deck. We are using a season deck that tells us what we should be doing in the spring season. We should be understanding that there is no greater power than the light that lives on through the acts of inspiration moved by the heart, right? This is when we do things Strictly out of love, strictly out of unconditional love. If we do anything out of a receipt or expect someone to undo something we did for them out of kindness, protection, or love, and then they want us to undo it or they want us to take it back or it doesn't mean shit anymore to them, they are the ones that are right then granting your wish when you asked the universe way back when to take all those masks off of everyone that is wearing a mask, using you, taking advantage of you, taking you for deceit, right? So trust when this happens. You will see it, but this is going to be something that is worthy of coming back. It has either completely run its course, and you might be the way that this thing can finally come back stronger, newer, and ready to face its next battle. So just pay attention as it comes in this week. And that's what I've got for you. Let me see. I gotta see. Where are we? I'm looking for Thomas's message, guys. See who's next. The chat is a jumping. I love it. It just means I have to look harder. Okay, so that was Phoenix. Okay, Brother Thomas, who is next? I do see Tiffany saying I'm here. So, Tiffany, were you next? Are you next? Are you next, love? Miss Moonlight? Yes, Tiffany, you are next. Miss Moonlight, Ground Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Okay. All right. Oh, I spoke her up. I spoke Pachimama up, yeah. I love it. So I want you to start off basically in the fun position, right? So you get a deep knowing, right? So the owl is sitting in, I don't know, the moon and another moon, possibly, or could be the mirror, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there is something about a deep knowing, right? There's something we just know. We can't explain it. We just know it, right? They paired it with the energy of moon milk. There is nothing like the medicine that comes from the ritual of ourself, right? So when we just know something, whether it is our gut telling us or it is just something we cannot explain, we just know, right? Our adrenaline gets the pumping, the hairs get the skipping and the standing. Something is wrong, or something don't feel right, or something feels so right I have to go do it right now. I cannot be distracted. I must go do it, right? That deep knowing feeling. Swear it looked like something ran past my window. I'll have to ask Mo if there's lots of construction going on. So anyway, there's something there that with sixth sense, it's whatever you want to call it. Not everybody actually has it, or they have it and they don't realize it, or they don't recognize it, or they frankly go completely against it. And honey, I have been there before too, where I knew better. So I did it anyway, though, right? So what I'm saying is you can know and not have any explanation. You just know. So I'm going to need you to trust that. And I'm also going to need you to understand that the blue jay is coming in. And as someone that grew up in the Midwest, when this dang gone annoyingly loud bird comes in, they are as loud and annoying, and I mean that in a good way. Like when they want your attention, they can scream so loud and they have the oddest warning like scream, right? Like they have this gorgeous beautiful song and the little chirps that they kind of try to mimic of the cardinal, but they can't quite mimic it just right. So it sounds a little odd, right? It's a little deeper. It's not quite so high pitched, but there is a warning screen when there is a hawk, a falcon, an eagle, anything in the sky that ain't supposed to be there, and it's within a certain amount of radius. This blue jay is screaming. And it's that they need you to pay attention to, right? Do you see how he is flared up trying to warn you? This is the part I need you to pay attention to. Don't get lost in staring at the birds like I do and be a squirrel, be all distracted and miss the warning. Pay attention for the warning because you're also being followed by Pachimama, right? And it has a tie to the energy of compassion, right? So when you think about your heart of hearts, your soul, right? The thing, the energy, the entity, the being, this a ball of energy that is trapped in this meat suit, right? When you think about that, we are having a fourth dimension time experience and we're stuck in this, right? But we know something. There's got to be something. We know there's something, right? It's at that moment that you realize that Pachimama herself, along with the blue jay, a deep knowing that something is just there. You have to understand, you need to recognize that that is part of you, that is part of your ebb and flow. And no matter how intricately geometric, scientifically, quantum physics it seems right now, you will get it. And it'll be freakishly odd how it comes to you, no matter how it looks right now. Like when something complicates me, I start screaming, stereo instructions, stereo instructions. It's a joke from like the 80s, right? Like being born in the 70s and having to understand stereo instructions for your first boombox or home little system with the detachable little side speakers and all these cords that have to go in and up and around. It's a whole thing, right? So it's like a mind. So I need you to understand it is part of your flow to have your mind blown because you get to grow from it. You get to stretch instead of break. So do not allow yourself to break. Allow yourself to stretch, grow, and bend. That is your assignment. Good luck. You can do this, but pay attention to the blue jay because he's your warning sign that it is close to you or you are close to it. Pay attention this week. That's what I've got, babe. Hi, everybody coming in. Man, I'm telling you, I'd be like squirrel. Oh boy, it'd be a 30 ring circus around me. I'm telling you, I'd be. Well, I am grateful for this thing. I cannot tell no lies. Look, so I'm sitting here minding my business last night, wearing it, enjoying the quiet, the peace. I take it off, and immediately I start. Oh, what was the damn song I started hearing? Like, I mean, within seconds. Oh yeah, she'll be coming around the mountain when she come. I don't know who the hell was singing it, but it sounded like it was coming from like behind like this corner area over here. And it's like, are you serious right now? I'm like, this is never being around water this close just keeps them so amplified and charged up. And guys, it's fun and I love it, but sometimes it's just like I just I need 5 minutes. I found a mute button. I have been looking for a mute button and I found one. Mousy, 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 mousy. Oh, mousy, you get one of my favorite stones. Oh, and it is just like absolutely kind of so perfect. And that's even kind of making me a whole lot of jealous, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start in the fun zone, but listen, 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 okay? So the fun card that they gave for you is fork in the road, right? This is not a crossroad, it's a fork. So there's many objects, many paths, many ways, right? There is more than one perspective. There is more than only one way. It is a fork. What does a fork give you? You got a way here, and you got a way here, and you got a way here. But in theory, you could also go this way, or you could go this way, or you could go back the path you've already traveled and so if you lost anything along the way, I don't know, but you don't have to be scared road. You just have to recognize it for what it is. And the only way to understand that is to know that without a little rain, you will never have flowers. You will never have the garden that you want. They need that natural rain, right? So while you are waiting for your garden to grow, you yourself could get something along the way. You could do some blessings, light some candles, shake a rain stick if you have one, but they paired it with surrendering to something, right? So they literally paired it to spirit rain. Spirit rain is about surrendering to something. So this fork in the road is a challenge for you to absolutely get out there and try something, even if it scares you, right? Even if it looks like you cannot handle the situation, trust me, it wouldn't be an option if you couldn't handle it, right? Now, there are people that ain't meant for that path, and there's people that cannot handle that, but there are those of us that can. Me, I am not your shadow worker that gets out here and handles somebody that is only probably ever pricked their finger in life. If you don't got some real shit and some real trauma in your life, I'm definitely not the shadow worker for you. I'm not the one that's going to try to help you. I'm not the one that can get dirty with you because you've never even been to the levels I've been to. So, what are we going to actually relate to? It's not that I don't admire you for everything you have done in your life, but I can't compare us together. But we can be together as a community, as someone that has trauma in their life, right? It's not about the comparing it. So even if you have experienced it in your past, whether it was this walk or another way of everything, understand that this has come back to you for a reason. You do have to make a choice though. Even if you go backwards, it's always a choice. Do not leave it blank and do not just stand there, do nothing. Choose some way to go, right? Just remember that backwards isn't always negative. You may be looking for something. Everybody finds a grain of sand, a little anchor along the way. As soon as they go back and they start doing those self checks, making sure that they are right, ready, prepared, and ready to go forward, right? Because can't go over it, you have to go through it, right? You'll never climb it, right? It's that mountain. You'll never climb that mountain. You know you're not going to, but you know you can work through it. It's easier in the long run. It's easier. So while you realize that, understand that there is something about a hollow bone and wood that you're really going to possibly need to make a connection to. So you got hollowed bone and wood, right? So you got woodpecker coming in, and specifically the red-headed woodpecker, right? Well, the one I call the red-headed woodpecker. I want you to understand I've been seeing them so heavy the last week, and these golden pikes, like there's pikes that are native to the coastline, every coastline, but like this very specific one is like from the Pacific, and it's just kind of beautiful to see it like here. I know eventually, once it gets probably a little warmer, it's gonna go back and be wonderful wherever it lives. but the fact that it's just been kind of hanging out feels makes me feel a little special, right? Like I kind of earned something. So these woodpeckers, there's like this little family of three or four of them, and they just kind of like this tree that's in the backyard. And y'all know if I could be outside with nothing to do, I'm gonna sit outside, right? So there's a few hours where it's just fully shaded, literally, and there's enough shade out in front of the little porch. I can sit out there, right? So recognize that there is something for you coming in the way of woodpecker energy, or just that you're in the presence of your spirit animal when you hear the knocking. You may not always see it, but when you hear the knocking, all woodpeckers knock. They burrow, they make holes in trees, right? And then you got hollowed bone. So you can take that as two and combine them as one. And if you have a hagstone, absolutely use that hagstone and put a string on it and put it around your neck, right? But if you happen to have a hollowed bone, or you happen to have some petrified wood or anything along the lines, make sure that you pay attention to them this week. You have a soul revival and a seer moment ahead of you, right? So these are kind of oracle cards, right? So this is probably your highest you coming in to remind you that you still got those obligations that you made to yourself. You have to keep these commitments, right? We can't grow if we cannot make ourselves available to grow for ourselves, right? So remember these commitments that you have made to yourself. And if you have some upcoming events scheduled, or some classes, or just some private meditation time for you, yourself, and well, well, it'd be me, myself, and I, but pretend you're saying that, right? So I've got to find a way to make that work. We're going to find a way. But anyway, regardless of that, find a way to get you a couple of tools, pay very close attention, maybe even get some of the wood that the woodpecker tree is actually knocking on if you're able, you know? Make sure you ask permission before you just take, because the first thing I think of is the Wizard of Oz when they start throwing apples because Dorothy just took instead of ask. Yeah, make sure you ask before you just go taking some bark or branch or whatever. Anyway, you do have to keep those obligations, because without those obligations, you yourself are setting yourself up for something you don't want to pay in the long run, because you missed an opportunity just for you. And that's what I've got for you. Guys, remember that meta messages are specifically picked out for you beautiful gems. But if along the way anything resonates with you guys, absolutely take it. If it doesn't, leave it there, guys. Somebody will need that knowledge. If it doesn't apply right now, try it again in a couple of minutes or a couple of days. Hell, I've had people come back weeks and months later and say, I cannot believe this shit just happened. And it actually happened. So do not put a time, date, stamp on any part of your life. Remember, keep yourself fluent at all times. Martha, Maruta, Maruta. Oh my God, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Oh man, if Uncle G was here. You know what that means, don't you, Maruta? Ooh. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm actually going to start there because, it's just, I am kind of the sole instigator of the infamous, also famous Bluebird. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, you got to catch a lot up on my channel. Anyway, long story short, Maruta, you have the beautiful bluebird coming in for you this week. And I don't mind sharing that bluebird with anybody. So absolutely know that when you see that or you hear that absolutely fabulous songbird sing, it's for you. It may strictly just be saying, hey, I see you. I love you. Sometimes they're as attention getting as those beautiful little cardinals. Like they will chirp until they get your attention. And bluebirds will kind of do the same thing, and then they do this little head tilt, like, yes, you. It's wonderful. Cardinals, a songbird thing, right? It's just the songbird thing. So remember, when you hear our beautiful mascot bird come in, absolutely take a moment to enjoy the song, enjoy the wind in your face if you can, enjoy the moment. If you're in a bubble bath, blow some bubbles in the air. If you're cooking dinner, take a little extra sip, or maybe put a little extra shot of rum or something up in that little sauce or something. Make it a little extra flavor. Do something inspirational, inspiring, right? Also, remember that in your fun place this week, you have Treasure Island, and what cannot be found at Treasure Island, right? So, when you get to open your imagination and just play or draw or write or paint or create or mold or crochet or sew or quilt or whatever it is that you do, when you think about your inspiration going to a fun place, you get to go to Treasure Island. Every time you go there, you're absolutely going to bring something back that you didn't have when you went there, because you didn't have, but you found the perfect treasure when you got there and you opened up and you found what was inside. There's also a little clue to this, and it has to do with geranium, right? So, I have like a little love for reptiles and shit like that, and I love to see a good geranium that is its own ecosystem that flourishes on its own, right? Now, granted, you would need a shit ton of space for some of those, but not all of them, right? So, if you get a chance, even if it's a greenhouse, or even if you don't have the opportunity to have one, build one, create one, because I would imagine they're probably expensive, maybe you can go to one. Maybe you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I don't know, but I know there's something in there for you, and there's something about the ecosystem that's within a terrarium. And I think you're going to find something within yourself that maybe you'll make your own inspirational little treasure out of. So you have reconciliations coming in, taming the wind. Oh my God. So, we are not being pulled. It is not in the reverse position. And in this situation and in this card, we are understanding that maybe at one point you and someone was or could have been trying to rope the damn wind. And you or them, either or, I'm not picking sides. I wasn't the fly on the wall. You fell out because of a foundational principle or somebody's very heavily tipped point, right? So, anyway, opinions become judgments, but time eventually, when you do the work and you found forgiveness for yourself, with doing that, you found forgiveness for them. And then you had time feel the emptiness, the wound, and you healed, and time did what it was supposed to do because you did what you were supposed to do. You didn't let time just do it all, and then you ran into him again, and then you got all this rage and anger. No, this time you're both ready, right? Sometimes in life we have to hit some detours. We know there's a connection there, but not everybody's on the same page. But this time, you're both ready. You're both worthy, right? Make sure that you work through all of the smoke and mirrors and both take ownership. There is always someone that gets their feelings hurt, and there is usually a bully involved. One of them isn't willing to admit it though. But with their own shadow work, with their own wanting to be involved in your life and realizing that it would take change to earn that person back into your life, and they made that change. They're definitely a different person. Then that person deserves a chance. That person deserves to meet you right here. Let it all out. Realize that no one is trying to rope the wind. No one is trying to force anyone to believe, see, or say anything the other one wants or thinks they need to hear. They're just accepting each other for who they are and seeing what they can learn together. And it doesn't have to be an everyday thing. Maybe it's just a once in a blue moon thing, or maybe it's just say, at least I don't want you to not eat anymore. Maybe I just want you to eat, just not at my table. But I'm glad we're in a better place, a kosher place, a cordial place. So healing looks really healthy when you're looking at it through healthy eyes. And that's what I've got for you. Oh, I bet my coffee is so cold. Sip, sip, y'all. Can I get a re? No, I can't get a refill. There ain't no more coffee. If anybody went on any of the links, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. If you made a donation to the channel, I thank you for that as well. I will also say thank you and, all of the thank you ways. All right, who is next? Mr. Floyd. Is it who? Kosher. Is it kosher? Belonging to the winds. Ooh, I absolutely love that. As an air sign, y'all know. Y'all already know. I'm always way up there somewhere. Way up there. Heavily lifted. Heavily lifted IR. Heavily lifted IR. Oh man, I can't wait for this unboxing. I can't wait to see what Chloe sent me. Y'all, I'm so excited. And then in May, I have the second birthday gift comes in probably the latter part of the first week in May. So I can't wait to show you. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. I can't wait. Swampy. Am I unboxing in a few minutes? Oh no, I don't have it yet. I know she sent it. I just don't know. I don't have it. Don't have it in my hands. Don't have it in my hands. But I can tell you that as soon as I get some dollars, I am gonna order a few pieces more from Chloe. And I'm gonna be putting them in the other boxes I'll be sending out. So we shall see what speaks to me. We shall see. We shall see. Ooh, are they Truth Wave? I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Super excited. A Libra? No, I'm a Gemini. I am a Gemini. And then I'm a Gemini with horns because, well, depending on Western or Vedic, if it's Western, which I kind of relate the most to, even though I do find some of them Taurus things are right there, but I blame them Taurus horns. But anyway, I'm a Gemini sun, a new moon Taurus, and I am an Aries rising. So, and then I'm a fire dragon in Chinese mythology. I fall under Set in Egyptian mythology. I fall under the wolf in I forget what it was, but it was I think it was the Nordic or the Arctic wolf, the Nordic wolf or something, and one of the other ones I think I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, it's like I get all these beautiful power animals or gods, deities, goddesses, immortals. I love it. I love it. And then I feel like I can kind of help pull their energy in. Yes, Miss Moonlight. Yes. Yes, she does. It's Moderator, somebody, if anybody has it. Oh, I guess maybe. Hold on. Hold on. Truthwave, do you want to be a moderator or Mr. Floyd? And then you can drop some links. Let me see. Let me hit you up here. Hold on. Let me see. How do I make you add moderator? There we go. There you go, Mr. Floyd. Now you should be able to do it. Should be able to get it in there. All right, Swampy, you ready? Y'all, Swampy is got some pretty dang on cool cards, right? I actually so love this. Like, I'm, I don't know, man. It seems like every time, it seems like every one of your meta messages just keeps getting better and better, right? It's not like I don't ever like memorize any of them, but like there's just certain ones like it's just like when they come in, it's like a part of it feels like I needed to hear that too for some reason, right? So with that being said, I strongly hope that there is something in you that would be curious to maybe learning how to make wreaths, right? Wreaths can make a statement like no other, right? Whether it's holiday, whether it's a Tuesday, or it just represents your faith, or it represents colors. It's that circle, right? That wreath. It's just a circle. There's no ending, there's no beginning. And you handmade it. So those intentions are just up there, right? And then they're manifesting because if it's a wreath where someone wants to touch it, that means they're getting to exchange good energy, right? Nobody wants to touch a wreath that doesn't look like good energy. They want to share that with you. So you've got wreath making and round coming in, Swampy. So the round and round isn't the chances of just being in a circle, right? You're not just in a circle, you're in a spiral. Every one of these spirals are chambers and doors and windows and opportunities that you could have possibly missed because you were possibly out there gathering supplies. But what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to find the round and round, right? It may even have a round and round door, but it's going to be up there in your imagination. There is a wreath or something involving a circle. It could involve twigs, it could involve flowers, it could involve a lei. It could involve anything. Ribbons and bows. Thorns. Roses have thorns. I really think you could have fun with that, but I do believe that there is something earthbound kind of round that is for you to kind of get your hands involved in. There is a embrace coming in for you, right? There is a chance for you that while you're doing this, you could literally transmute pain, right? If you cannot get an understanding or a bearing, you can put that emotion into it. And as it starts one way, you can transmute it along the way, right? You can literally take the fool's journey while you are building this, while you are creating this. You can make it as little or as big as you want, right? This is you getting it out, and turning it into something that is ultimately going to transmute and possibly transform everything that you stand for. You have Dream Thief in reverse and Sacrifice upright. Paired with the bird for you this week is Dove, right? So this is the all gorgeous, beautiful, knowing white dove. Understand that this dove is all about the upper level spiritual meanings, love, the white dove, the dove of everything. This is the dove everyone wants. And this week they chose you. So you pay attention, and regardless of how the dove shows up, that you are the one that is choosing to not allow yourself to miss any more opportunities, right? That's what the dream thief is about. It's about missing opportunities. Sometimes even when the synchronicities are right in our face. Oh God, I can't tell you how many countless times I have done that. So remember that from here on out, pay attention. You are going to be absolutely wonderful. That is the message I got for you. But pay attention when you hear, even if you're a big Stevie Nicks fan, and the chances of hearing anything about a dove, or maybe you're a Prince fan, I don't know. Pay attention though. There is something there for you to be, and a wreath or something round inside of you to be created. And look at that. The dove keeps coming up. Synchronicity. Pay attention. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can do it for you whatsoever. Yes, y'all hit up them links. Y'all do what you do best. Y'all already know. You know, we'll give Mr. Floyd the couple days to realize how it works here on the Gem channel. And moderators work, right? They work because they want to interact with us, right? So put them, ask them about links, ask them about anything you may possibly need, man. Even if it's about another channel, we do not shoot no one down here, no matter what it is. That's not allowed. We can't find someone and make them know that they are pressure if they don't know that there's a gem inside of them, right? So we have to share, right? The more people we reach, one person, reach one, teach one. It takes one person to just share, and then we can tell someone else how much pressure they got inside of them, right? It doesn't matter what gem it is. I don't care if it's the one that somebody else thinks is the ugliest duckling in the whole world, and I can show you an ugly duckling. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Where are you at, little ugly duckling? I even thought about calling it the ugly duckling. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, don't you? I bet Maruta's already laughing. Where are you at? Ah, see? I found you. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and if Chloe was here, I would ask her what this thing is. But look at this thing. I'm not sure if it's a hippo, if it's a rhinoceros. I don't know if that's the top, the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a piece of space. So I don't know, or a cave. I don't know what it is, but anyway. So once he gets the rhythm, he'll understand. He gets to play whack-a-troll. Look, we don't allow no disrespect, none whatsoever. Don't nobody come in here being anything other than pressure. So welcome to the team. Drop those links. Invite, bring the community together. That's what it's about. Rhino, it has a horn. Really? It has a horn? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I never looked at it as that. It's literally just like a blob of something. Like, it's not like carved or anything. So it's like I always saw like a natural animal in it. I just didn't know what it was. And like I said, I don't even know what it is. It's just I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh. Shall we do last call real quick? All right, we're going to do last call. Y'all know what that means. There is 60 seconds for the last call. Once it is out, it is out. 60 seconds. Last call if you want a meta message. Otherwise, we will just say our deuces until next time. I see a beaver. Really? Oh, that's freaking cool. A beaver, huh? I don't know, man. I think it's cool. It's got good energy. It's got real cool energy, and it's always like cold. Like it's always like um uh like cave, like when you walk into a cave, like. But I've seen many stalactites and stalagmites, and that this isn't that. This is some kind of pressure. This is a gem of something. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what you are. But you have the face only a mother could love, and I'm okay with that. Oh, ba. Ah, KK. Okay. KK. Oh. Ooh, I like it. Oh, so the mighty heron comes in, right? So when you think about the heron coming in for you, there is something when this bird just stands there, right? Doesn't move, just stands there. It's hunting. Oh, them eyes are looking for something, but it's just standing there. Whether it's at the top of a tree and there's this giant bird standing there, or it's in the water, or it's just flying, there's something so magical and pristine about the elegance of that bird, right? It kind of reminds me of the cousin to like the flamingo or something. It just has an elegance to its stance, to its confidence. I'm around a lot of water now and I see a lot of them, the blue ones, the gray ones, the white ones, the grayish color ones. They're just they're elegant. They're just so amazing. So amazing. Anyway, you have that coming in, and they're pairing it with the happy place and the fun place of yin, right? So you don't have to carry that yang energy right now. I am yang, so I'm always kind of heavy, right? On top of that, I'm comfortable in it. So sometimes I have to get situations. So when this shows up for me, if you are naturally a yang, it's time to get uncomfortable with something, right? But that's the best part because it's going to be in your imagination. So it's kind of like the safest place to try it the first time, right? Nothing was created or invented just by literally somebody just sitting down and not writing it out, drawing it out, making a blueprint, making an understanding, writing a few drafts, making 1,000 mistakes, and then understanding, oh, one little tweak, one little fixture, and there it is. It's ready to go, right? So you're going to have to get very comfortable with an energy that feels like you are going to be hunting, right? You're going to be growing, you're going to be learning to trust yourself. You have mushrooms as your energy card for it, right? So the resistance of unwatered of the unwatering will lead you to what may come, right? For you, right? So you have to get out there, right? You have to get out there. If you don't get out there, you're never going to find the mushrooms. If you don't find the mushrooms, you're never going to be able to understand that you can find yin and yang, regardless of what you are searching for. Be good, the bad, and the uncomfortable in both places, but you have to get out of your comfort zone for it to happen. It will not happen while you are sitting. It ain't gonna sit. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen if you don't get that butt out there. So be elegant, be regal about the choices and the moves that you make. They also want you to know that you, as a crown wearer, and it makes me want to it makes me I don't have a crown on, but there is so much crown energy going on right now. If you have a crown, wear it. It doesn't matter if it's your birthday, if it's Tuesday, if you just want to make somebody ask you if it's your birthday and you want to wear your crown, get that crown out and get it on. Somebody needs to understand that you are confident within yourself, that you know the power that you yourself you yourself, you yourself, wow, where did that come from? That you carry within yourself, right? So understand that you and only you are the only one with that fingerprint. Although you have an asshole attached to it, so there's your opinion along with this very unique fingerprint. It is the fingerprint that leads to the power of the mind of the crown that you wear that shows you use it correctly. When you understand it even just a little bit deeper, there's going to be something that you need to rest about, right? And while resting, you may even witness something in a status kind of situation where you may be in a dream world, a daydream, um, maybe even a full on blown night dream, right? Not nightmare, night dream, right? Full REM status. You are all the way there. You are going to witness something, and I have a feeling it is going to be probably maybe even a celebration, some kind of wonderful recognizing of something that can only happen in a beautiful garden. You don't want nothing horrible happening there. So don't let that creep into the imagination while you crawl in to the yin energy of what is needed for you this week. And that's what I've got for you. Miss Tarot D. Miss Tarot D. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, I love that, KK. Make it happen. Make it happen, Captain. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Bleh, cold coffee. Bleh. I don't like cold coffee, but it is what it is. Look, she said, girl, if you don't see me, I see you, Risa. I see you, baby. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. She said, I don't know if you need to clean your glasses. Can you not see me? Can you see me now? It's like that what was that old was it AT&T? Can you hear me now? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see you, baby. You know, to pull these two cards, are you actively in a relationship? Because I don't think this would have worked out for this way if you weren't in a monogamous committed relationship. It's so strong. Like, and it feels like it's that unconditional love, right? Where they both step on, step over, step through, step around, done it. They ain't nothing left they could do to each other, and they still love each other. They still find ways to love each other and hold on to each other. Do you know that type of soulmate? That's what it feels like, right? Partnership comes in ways that not everybody gets. Some people get it right off the flip, right? They right out of high school or um, right out of college, they have that perfect life, right? Nothing about life is perfect, but they didn't walk away from each other. They didn't give up on each other. They fought for each other, right? When that kind of people's connection happens, that soul connection, that is a soulmate that is about like something that literally like it's the flame that like relights itself, right? It's that one flame that lit 1,000 candles, but it all started from one flame, right? So I don't really do like the love read things, but that's because it's not always so black and white, right? So in your happy place, in your imagination. They want your soulmate, your partner. They want them present, front and center. They are part of you. You are part of them. There's corny little things that are involved that make each other laugh or no one else understands. It's just our thing, right? That is what builds compost, right? It's funny that you get compost with the soulmate because, well, this morning I was in the backyard and, well, looking at the situation at the hand with the leaves and the yard. It's almost to that point, right? Where it's like, well, shit, I feel like we need to save it because we got compost started now, right? Like, shit, it just kind of happens, right? So that's what it's paired with, right? It's as if remembering yesterday is the reason we can create more purposeful and proud futures, right? And this isn't the proud that's cocky, right? This isn't cockiness. This isn't conceitedness. This is confident. This is proud of the person, the partner that you have, believing in someone when there was nothing. And then there was compost. From compost came everything comes from a ecosystem upon itself, right? So remember that for you this week, I don't know if you guys got an anniversary, if you got a corny reunion coming up, you got a cheesy something something, you got the Friday night. I don't know. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. You have your bird this week, and that is parrot. Parrot is all about everything fun, right? They come in all kinds of fun colors. They come in all kinds of sizes, song. They come in all kinds of spirits as well, right? So when the essence of a parrot finds you, somehow let yourself know right there, it's time to be, for one, bold, right? A bird, Words hard. A parrot isn't anything but bold first, right? Those colors are bold, they are popping, and you gonna see me over every other bird. You're going to see those bright, bold parrots, and then you're going to be fascinated by the size of it, or the way the feathers lay, or the pattern, the way they ombre into any other bright, bold color. Right. So remember that they are about change. They are about family dynamics. They love a good flock and understand always stay bold, right? Remember that something is coming in for you in the form of a staff, right? A staff in this way is going to be some form of disruption or protection, or literally it could be a walking cane, right? So as this enters your life this week, whether it is you bringing in some form of a tool or someone that you come across might happen to have one of these, understand they've paired it with beloved, right? So either you're going to find it or it's going to find you and it, and will now be forever as one, as tool, or you and someone that you love could come across the tool that they don't recognize is going to be for them. And that's when it's time for you to let them know that the only way they're going to find themselves and why this is calling to them, they got to get out there, right? They have to get out there. If we do not get out there and wander around and drift about and get lost from time to time, we go stagnant, we go stale. We cannot change without the mind blowing experiences of what life is actually trying to teach us. We will not grow. So, no matter how hard you are fighting it, it has more strength than you, it has more will than you, and thy will be done. It will make you float. So stop fighting it and get out there and find out exactly what it is, whether you are to help someone learn how to float on their back because maybe they don't know how to respect water. Or maybe it's time for you to actually stop thinking that you can skip over the work. You got to earn the tool. It's calling for you, some way, shape, form, or fashion. That's what I've got for you, babe. Do, 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 do. Eternal light. Well, others like what? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not one that does advertising. I'm not one of those that runs ads. I don't have a menu board. I'm ow. I'm not that type. I'm word of mouth. I don't I know I'm not for everyone, and only those that are not scared to stay in the gray. If you I don't want them people, right? And I don't hide it. I don't try to sugarcoat shit. If you are somewhere in a black and white world, then you and we ain't never gonna cross paths, right? Because what are we gonna have in common? What is we gonna be able to relate to? Are we gonna have to do just sit there and see how which one of us can be more awkward in the quiet or the silence? Because that's not even gonna be a comfortable experience. It's gonna be a very uncomfortable place, right? And that's a place that I don't put myself no more. Growing and knowing and learning is all knowing. What you won't do to yourself, you ain't got to worry about nobody else wondering about it because you ain't going to do it to yourself. So you damn sure ain't going to do it to them, right? To disrespect them would be to disrespect you. Word of mouth is all I can tell you. Anything other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I do not going to brag. I'm not going to boast. I'm just going to say, tread water, get out there. Without getting out there, they can't find you either. I'm just saying. I don't know. Put yourself out there. I've been on YouTube since 2013. I switched algorithms just a little over 2 years ago, and I came into this algorithm. I was on a whole nother algorithm doing a whole nother type of different channel, right? And YouTube sent me a message talking about, well, you've been here come July 12 years and blah, 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 blah. You should merge and blah, 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 blah. Mm-mm. I don't need the two. I don't need the blurred lines, right? I don't want that. But I do take some of my experiences from all the other channel knowledge that I gained through the years, watching it go up and down and up and down. And it literally was the River Nile, literally. And I just was trying to stay afloat in denial the whole time for almost 12 years. I was literally fighting an algorithm that I couldn't understand. And then I gave up one day, right? And I decided to switch. And it has literally not been a competition for myself. Put yourself out there. That's all I know how to say. Put yourself out there. People will respond. Even if you ain't their cup of tea on Tuesday, baby, by Friday, they probably need some kind of chaos and they like to stir that shit around so they can get it out one way or another. So some days they're going to like you and some days you're going to be a little bitter. But I mean, coffee ain't for everybody. So man behind the curtain, was there anyone else? I know it's the window of opportunity is closed, but I didn't know if there was anybody else that got in on the last call, 60-second clock or not. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, no donations, no. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right, everybody. Well, to the future watchers that are going to watch the playback, I thank you very much. To those of you that were here today, thank you so much for spending your Monday with me. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. And that means a lot to me because it tells me that you want to get to know me and I get a chance to get to know you a little bit better. So until next time, guys, always know no matter what, I don't care what you hear about me. If you didn't hear it from me, you might have picked up a wooden nickel. Ask me anything. I have no secrets. And I don't do the lie shit. You already can't lock your life away from a liar or a thief. So don't be those two things. Those are the two things that I myself hold very sacred. Find your fingerprint and be just as unique as that.